Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Saturday the 1st of December. Can you believe it's December? Where did that year go? I'm fresh back from the flying show at the NEC today. Great to see so many people there. It was for pilots. Lots of you came along and watched my talk. Thanks for coming up and saying hello. And nice to introduce Weather School to so many new people as well. Hope you've all had a good day. Anyway, this is the forecast. Just looking ahead now as to how things develop through December. I hinted yesterday my musing about the JMA forecast and what that was showing, and I want to show you a little bit more about that in just a few moments time. But let's just whiz through the weather for the next few days. This is this evening, low pressure there out in the North Sea. A cold night to come, dry with some frost inland and clear spells. Always a risk of some showers for northern and eastern coast of the country. And just look at this, cloud and rain moving into southwest Ireland, the far southwest of England by the end of the night. Now that sets us up for a cold day tomorrow, because cloud's going to be increasing from the west as it overruns excuse me, quite a chilly start to the day with some fog patches in eastern areas of the country. But this rain's going to be moving in, and as it does so, it's going to be turning heavier all the time. Although there is no need to worry about it being particularly heavy. It doesn't look as if it's going to be extreme as it comes in, but I think it just makes the day cold. It'll be western areas of the country that sees most of that rain. I think more eastern parts tending to stay on the drier side overall. The rain you can see through the evening through Ireland, western Wales, southwestern parts of England, eastern areas staying dry. Still quite misty with some fog in places across the east of the country. Wouldn't be surprised if it didn't stay as freezing fog through parts of the Vale of York and eastern Scotland during the day. Winds will be increasing from the west overnight as the rain moves its way eastwards, perhaps turning a little bit wintry on the hills as it does so. But then what we'll find is some heavier bursts of rain around on Monday morning across Scotland, southern parts of Wales, southern parts of England and the Midlands. But eventually that rain should clear out into the North Sea away from England and Wales. However, a wraparound feature affecting Scotland, bringing more rain here, and quite a brisk westerly flow with showers affecting western coasts in the afternoon. Should be mild though by Monday afternoon. Through the evening and overnight, low pressure tracks down the North Sea. Now, as this brings in a colder northeasterly flow into Scotland, it may be that we see some snow falling across the high ground of the Grampians and the Highlands. Elsewhere, though, generally dry, but some rain affecting eastern coast. Notice a windy night. Look, the isobars close together. Gale force winds affecting northeastern coast of the country. Showers always affecting the west, but drier inland. And then as we head in towards Tuesday now, so we find low pressure off to the east again. More outbreaks of rain, wintry at times for the eastern Highlands and eastern Grampians up towards the north, down to the south staying breezy but largely dry, although some showers affecting western coast. Notice later on Tuesday this band of rain here, look, that moves its way southwards. That could turn wintry as it comes southwards overnight into Wednesday morning. May just bring some wintry weather across the Pennines, affecting the Pennine routes during Tuesday evening. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if there weren't even a touch, one or two flakes of wet snow affecting northeastern parts of England. Some showers affecting more western areas as well. Then through Wednesday itself, a ridge of high pressure slowly builds in from the west. Looks like bringing a fine day for many parts of the country through Wednesday. Let's just get back to Wednesday. It looks like bringing a fair day across much of the country through Wednesday as that ridge builds in. Quite chilly though, some showers always affecting eastern coast, and then overnight the ridge comes in properly, high pressure build, clear skies and quite a widespread frost for England and Wales. Cloud increasing across Scotland during the course of Thursday, bringing rain to the north and the west. Pretty strong winds here you'll notice, and rain and cloud shift its way eastwards through the course of Friday. Quite a windy day on Friday, particularly across the north and the west of the country, drier to the south, but these winds are generally mild. And then as we head into the weekend, hints that by Saturday we've got low pressure slipping down the North Sea again. This could bring the briefest of snaps back into winter if the flow does manage to get into the north or the northwest. So we'd see some rain track its way eastwards late on Friday, early into Saturday, followed by showers, those wintry around northern and western coast. But not sure about how that's going to evolve just yet. Okay, so we don't want to see that one. This is the 7 to 10 day mean of the 500 millibar heights running from next Saturday through to Tuesday the 11th, and quite interesting that both models, the ECMWF on the right here has got the ridge building out to the west, as has the GFS. So both of them going for the idea of this steep trough going into Europe, but then the ridge building out towards the west, so we can have some confidence in the models. Now, exactly what does happen? What does this mean? Well, I think what we can take from this is that that ridge is quite elongated through the Atlantic area on both charts. So probably what we would find is that high pressure is likely to be centred out here somewhere. The effect of that is that it brings us still quite cool west and northwesterly winds through the country, but nothing exceptional in terms of temperatures. But it could be that we are just in for a brief respite from the cooler conditions. So this is the forecast from Japanese Meteorological Agency. This was issued late on Thursday evening. It became available on Friday, and what it shows is this is week 1. So week 1 is running up to Friday the 7th of December. So this is taking us up to this Friday, okay? And what it shows is the British Isles is underneath here. What it shows is the deep trough, look here, excuse me, across Eastern Europe. And here's the ridge building in the Atlantic, locking in with a blocking ridge across the pole here, heading down into the Pacific. So it's in good agreement still that this is the overall pattern that we see, with quite a cool northeasterly flow. Now, this is week 2. So this takes us from Saturday the 8th right the way through till Friday the 14th. So this is going to take us up to Friday the 14th, okay? And what this is showing us is, here's our trough, look, still in Europe, so still low pressure here. Here's our area of high pressure out towards the west. It's starting to buckle the flow more into the northwest through the British Isles. Again, I don't think we're going to be seeing particularly mild temperatures, but I think, or even cold for that matter, I think we're going to be normal to just below normal if this pattern comes true, and I don't see any reason for it not to. We will find some outbreaks of rain, most of it towards the north and the west. And I think, again, we're going to be finding this northwesterly flow, so it is going to be cool into the middle part of December, although not as cool as it's been now. But this is the interesting chart. This is the chart for weeks 3 and 4, and this is the chart then that takes us through from Saturday the 15th through to Friday the 28th. So effectively this is the chart that takes us through the Christmas period as well. And notice what it's showing. Look, you see these higher than normal heights building back into the UK, lower than normal heights across the Atlantic and into the eastern parts of Europe. So it's shifting the low pressure east, building the ridge and the high to the northwest of the country, and what that does is it turns this flow more into a northeasterly. The jet stream is across the south here, look, and the effect of that is bringing in that northeasterly wind, means that it's hinting at this idea of going colder again during that last part of the month. Now, you'll know, if you've been watching the videos regularly, you'll know that I've been talking about this temperature fall during this last part of the month for weeks, and certainly the Japanese agree with me. They see that that's the way they think things are going to evolve, and it all makes sense through the pattern that that is how things go. So that's what we're watching for now. Hopefully that's useful for you. Once again, thanks for watching weatherweb.net. We're kept free by the adverts you see around the screen. By you coming back, using the adverts, using the website, that's what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. Don't forget to tell your friends about us, and you can always follow us at Weather School. That's right, follow us on Twitter at Weather School, or go to Facebook and do a search for Weather School. So once again, thanks for watching, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.